Hello you and welcome back. We are going to talk about my little solo adventure and why little solo adventures are just so good. So I've had a little bit of feedback from some people on my channel, which has been really good feedback and some negative feedback. I don't think people realise when I'm trolling and sometimes when I'm not, or some people like take things out of context. Like when I did me little push-up video, some guy was like, people do for attention, and like what that guy didn't see was me stretching and doing yoga in the airport. Like I was literally stretching, doing yoga in the airport. And then when they delayed were for like another 15 minutes, I thought, fuck it, I'm going to do some Goggins push-ups here and I think it sped them up, to be honest. That was a fact, because they would have been looking going, what's this guy doing here? We need to hurry up here because this cunt's doing push-ups. So like, I don't give a fuck like what you think about me. And that is just that is basically the attitude you've got to have to be able to achieve the things you want to achieve, you know what I mean? So at the minute I'm doing like trying to do 200 push-ups a day for 30 days. And it's hard. It's like I'm already on my second day and it's a proper struggle. I managed to do 200 push-ups in one go yesterday on a time lapse. And this is the thing with the internet, guys. It's so full of shit. I've seen so many people post things where they've said they've done 100 push-ups every day, thinking that they're One Punch Man. And the truth is, you don't even see the evidence of them doing these push-ups. It's not hard to do a time-lapse video of 200 push-ups in like, even if you took half an hour to do those 200 push-ups, the time-lapse video would only be 1 minute. So it's not hard to prove that people are doing these videos, but 9 times out of 10, they're full of shit and they don't do them. That's why they don't get any gains. That's why they don't get any pecs off it. And then you get loads of people saying you're not doing your push-ups properly. Like, you don't want to be listening to these people. So anyway, this is what I'm leading on to tell people, if you're wanting to do like an adventure or a certain challenge in life, don't tell anybody. Like, the worst thing you can do is tell people what your plans are. Always make sure that they're into full fruition before you tell anybody. Like, I'm going to give you an example. This race that I entered, the rat race, back in 2023, I had a job so I booked that race in 2022, 1 year exactly before it was due, because it's so hard to get onto. I had to book. So as soon as the rat race in 2022 finished and the new entries opened, I booked. And then I told me boss that I was doing this race, and he did everything he could to make sure that I couldn't get on that holiday. Everything he could. Even to the point where he tried to say you can have a long weekend. And I was like, what do you mean a long weekend? I'm running 100 fucking kilometers, man. Like, do you think I'm going to be back in time? Like, it's not happening, man. Like, I need a week off. So it caused a lot of conflict at work. And it made me realise that if I had just booked the week off and not told them what I was doing and just said like, oh, I'm having this week off, without telling them anything about what I was up to, he wouldn't have had any reason to like try and cock blockers from that holiday. Because what basically ended up happening was he asked for the dates of the race, right? He probably looked them up as well, right? He probably looked up the dates of the race, and he booked them off himself and said he can't have them, I'm on holiday. And I was like, hey, what do you mean? I told you months ago. And he was like, no, I've got it off now. So that's the kind of things people can do to mess up your life and mess up your plans. So never tell anybody. Never. Like, maybe tell your partner, but always, And this is the thing, another thing as well, another little bit of advice. So if you're in a job like that, where like, because I work for myself now. So if you're in a job like that and you're looking to escape that job, go home. Look, they always used to say you are 3 times more likely to get a job when you've already got one, but you're also 3 times less likely to actually look for one. So always remember that. You're 3 times more likely to get one, but you're probably about 10 times less likely to actually look for one. So if you really, really want to escape the rat race, like what people are saying, like you have, there's levels to it, you know what I mean? Go home, get the job. If you get a job interview, just pull a sickie on that day. Just pull a sickie, right? To say I'm sick. Go for the job interview. Because if you get the job, nobody's going to care about the sickie that you took anyway. And then, actually, I'm not. Nobody's going to know about the sickie anyway. And this is how you escape the rat race. And by the way, when they're talking about all this toxic positivity and the escaping the matrix, the only way you're going to escape the matrix is by having 2 acres of land, some chickens, and a polytunnel. When you're Andrew Tate and you're buying Lamborghinis and you're jetting off around the world, you're deeper in the matrix than you think you are. You know what I mean? All these rich people don't go on wicked adventures like we do. All these rich people just sit in the house. All they care about is decorating their house. They don't care about adventures. They don't care about living the actual real dream. All they care about is just getting your money and keeping it. That's it. That's why you've got all these problems in the world with this wealth divide. But it's got nothing to do with the rich people. It's because we just keep consuming their shit. The more you consume their bullshit, the richer they get. It's really that simple. Because my life changed when I stopped consuming their shit. Massively. Years and years and years ago. I stopped consuming all the bullshit and my life completely changed. My outlook on life completely changed. And I started learning a lot more. I started coming home and booking on courses. Started doing open university courses. Then I was booking on level 2 courses, level 3 courses. Now I've got diplomas. Like I might even do an open university degree next. Like who knows? Just because I'm 41 doesn't mean I can't learn stuff. So always remember that. So anyway, we'll get into a little bit of my trip and what inspired me to do this trip and what inspired me to like learn these lessons. So I met a guy who does base jumping, and he told me that when he went on this biking trip through Holland, he told his dad that he was putting the bins out. He was just a young lad, and he that's what he said to his dad. He went, "Dad, I'm putting the bins out," and then he disappeared. And then 2 days later, his dad rang him and he was like, "Well, where are you? Where are you? I thought you were just putting the bins out." And he's like, no, I'm in Holland, cycling through Europe. And that was like, that triggered in me, and I was like, is it that? And it was that simple. So what I did was I just sat at home every single night, researching on my own, booking each thing individually, planning it perfectly. I didn't tell anybody until it was fully booked. And that's it does cause a little bit of conflict sometimes, because people in your life do think that they need to know everything about what's going on in your life, but the truth is they don't. They don't need to know fuck all. That is the gospel truth. You know what I mean? This is your life. It's got nothing to do with anybody else. That is the main thing you have to get through your head if you want to get to the places you want to be. Now, everybody's got different goals as well, you know, so that you have to look at it in a broader perspective, because not everybody wants running goals. It could be job goals, could be girlfriend goals, and the same thing applies, you know what I mean? Don't tell your mates about the girlfriend that you're after, because they'll be after her as well. You know what I mean? I've had mates that have said, like, when I was this close to getting with a lass, he went, oh, I didn't get with her. She's an ex-prostitute and all that. And the next thing you know, he's shagging her. You know what I mean? So never tell anybody. I could go on and on and on about stories where you really got to keep your cards close to your chest. So I didn't obviously get to tell you much about the trip, but I just wanted to make that point because it's such an excellent point. So we'll end it here anyway because I am tired. And if anybody does want to know a little bit about the trips, or a little bit about the Netherlands or Germany or good places to go, drop in the comments, and I'll speak to you guys later.